Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Velvet Motors, your favorite destination for all things adventure, freedom, and the machines that make it possible. If you love the open road, the whisper of the wind, and the perfect harmony of machine and nature, you're in the right place. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell so you never miss an episode, and let's dive into a machine that's got everyone talking. The 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Monza. Moto Guzzi has always stood out in the motorcycle world for doing things a bit differently. They're not trying to be the fastest, the flashiest, or the most high-tech. Instead, they focus on character, heritage, and that undeniable feeling of connectedness between rider and road. With the 2025 V7 Monza, they've done something really interesting. They've taken the soul of the V7 we know and love and given it a sharper edge, without losing any of its old-school charm. Right out of the gate, the Monza grabs attention with its understated aggression. It's based on the tried-and-true V7 platform but brings a more performance-oriented vibe. The tank shape, seat contour, and slightly reworked tail section give it a café racer aesthetic without compromising comfort. There's something magnetic about the way the Monza sits, low, lean, and ready to pounce, but still welcoming. It invites you to take it for a spin, not intimidate you. Under the tank lies the heart of the beast, a refined version of Moto Guzzi's classic 853cc transverse V-twin engine. It's air-cooled, it's honest, and it rumbles with the kind of soulful cadence you don't find in modern inline 4s or hyper-smooth triples. The engine puts out around 70 horsepower and 75 Nm of torque, numbers that might not blow your socks off, but trust me, it's all about the delivery. It pulls with conviction, especially in the mid-range, giving you plenty of punch for canyon carving, spirited commuting, or long, relaxed weekend rides. Throttle response is immediate but not twitchy. The fueling is smooth, with no flat spots or surging, and there's a mechanical feel to the engine that keeps you engaged. You feel it breathing, pulsing, working. It's mechanical in the best way, raw, but refined. The sound is classic Moto Guzzi, a deep, guttural burble that becomes a soulful growl as the revs climb. It's a soundtrack that encourages you to twist the throttle just a little more. One of the biggest changes with the Monza is in the chassis department. The frame has been subtly stiffened, the geometry sharpened, and the suspension upgraded. Up front, you'll find a beefier fork with improved damping characteristics, and in the rear, dual shocks with adjustable preload and a more progressive rate. This might not sound revolutionary, but it transforms the bike. The Monza is agile, light on its feet, and far more composed in corners than previous V7s. It leans in willingly, holds a line confidently, and responds to rider input with more immediacy. It's not razor-sharp like a supersport, but it communicates well and keeps you informed. It's the kind of bike you ride with your body, your eyes, and your instincts. Whether you're flicking through tight twisties or flowing through sweeping bends, the Monza keeps things intuitive and enjoyable. Braking is another area where the 2025 V7 Monza shines brighter than its predecessors. A single large front disc with a Brembo caliper provides strong, progressive stopping power, and the rear brake is just as communicative. ABS comes standard, of course, but it's not overly intrusive. The balance between power and control is excellent, especially for a bike in this category. The riding position deserves special praise. It walks that fine line between sporty and relaxed. The bars are low enough to give you a slightly aggressive stance, but not so low that your wrists complain after an hour in the saddle. Foot pegs are mid-mounted, and the seat is low, wide, and surprisingly plush. Whether you're doing a quick urban blast or a full-day ride through the hills, comfort never becomes an issue. Moto Guzzi's decision to keep the bike analog in feel, yet subtly modern in tech, is a masterstroke. You get a digital display nestled in a round housing that looks classic but gives you all the info you need: speed, gear indicator, fuel gauge, trip meter, and even smartphone connectivity through Moto Guzzi's MIA system. It's minimalistic but never lacking. There's no TFT overload here, just clean, purposeful design that matches the Monza's ethos. The build quality is what you'd expect from Moto Guzzi in 2025, solid, stylish, and full of little details that make you want to run your fingers over the metal. The paint has depth, the fasteners are clean, and the exposed engine elements ooze character. This is a bike you'll find yourself admiring even when it's parked. One surprising thing about the Monza is how well it adapts to different riding styles. For a solo Sunday sport ride, it's engaging and punchy. For a more chilled, backroad exploration, it's smooth and forgiving. Even for city commuting, it feels manageable and torquey, letting you filter through traffic without stress. It's not a one-trick pony. It's versatile in a way most retro-inspired bikes just aren't. Fuel economy is also worth noting. You can expect around 50 miles per gallon in mixed riding, and with a 5.5-gallon tank, that gives you serious range for touring. If you're the type who likes to explore the countryside without constantly looking for gas stations, this is your kind of machine. There are still a few areas where the Monza holds back. The lighting is good, but not cutting edge. You get LED up front and at the rear, but the beam spread could be wider. The mirrors look great but could be slightly more functional at higher speeds. Wind protection, of course, is minimal. It's a naked bike. But Moto Guzzi does offer some tasteful accessories if you plan on doing longer hauls. Let's talk about that price point. The 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Monza comes in just under $10,500, which puts it in an interesting spot. It's more premium than a base V7 Stone, but still much cheaper than high-end modern classics from other European brands. Given the performance upgrades, the enhanced chassis, and the overall refinement, it feels like a strong value proposition. The Monza also offers something a lot of bikes today can't: emotional connection. It's the kind of ride you bond with. You look forward to riding it, but also to maintaining it, personalizing it, parking it where you can glance at it during coffee stops. It has that rare, intangible quality, soul. And in 2025, when so many bikes feel like computers on wheels, that's a rare and beautiful thing. Customization options are strong, too. Moto Guzzi knows their audience, and the catalog is full of café racer accessories, touring add-ons, and aesthetic tweaks. Whether you want to lean into the sportier side or turn it into a laid-back retro tourer, the platform welcomes your creativity. Another aspect that makes the Monza stand out is its accessibility. This isn't a bike that demands expert-level riding skills. It welcomes newer riders while still offering enough character and dynamics to keep seasoned veterans entertained. It's approachable, but never boring, and that's a tough balance to strike. On a final note, it's worth talking about what the Monza represents. In a market obsessed with bigger, faster, and more complex, this bike is a quiet rebellion. It's about getting back to the fundamentals: engine, wheels, and the open road. It doesn't chase trends. It sets its own rhythm and invites you to ride at your own pace. It's honest, it's pure, and that's what makes it truly special. If you're the kind of rider who values connection over tech specs, who finds joy in the ride itself rather than just the destination, the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Monza deserves a spot on your shortlist. It's a reminder that motorcycles can still be about emotion, not just efficiency. And in a world that's constantly trying to speed us up, maybe that's exactly what we need. That wraps up today's review of the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Monza. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment below with your thoughts on the Monza, and share this with someone who needs a little Guzzi inspiration in their life. As always, subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode from the channel. We've got more adventures, reviews, and travel stories coming your way. Until next time, stay curious, ride free, and keep exploring.